In today's video, we're going to take a hike up Cook Mountain. This was part of a trip that I took to New York. I visited Fort Ticonderoga, took a hike up Cook Mountain, and also did the Star Trek original series set tour while I was up there. Great little hike. It took me about 3 hours in total. If you go to All Trails, they say it's 2.8 miles in length, elevation gain of 912 feet, and they estimate a time of 1 hour and 46 minutes. Took me about 2.5 hours, but I also stopped a few times and I took some drone video while I was up there as well. So, yeah, you know, there's that. Coming from the Star Trek original series set tour, you will see the sign for the Trailhead on your right, and you'll see not a whole lot of room here for parking. So this video is a little longer. It's the full hike video. There's not going to be any music during the hike. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to listen to the nature, the sound of the birds, the trees, the wind. I'm going to ramble quite a bit because I did go on this hike by myself. So now would be the time to hop on that treadmill, throw on the VR headset, and let's pretend that we're going on a hike together. I am Walter G, and we are going to do the Cook Mountain Reserve hike, 2-mile hike. Up here in Ticonderoga, New York. So let's get to it, shall we? A little muddy, a little late in the day too. Past 3. Went this morning and visited Fort Ticonderoga. Then went and did the Star Trek set tour thing. That was pretty neat. They wouldn't let me film inside, but I was able to take a ton of photos. I also paid for the photo package too, so those will be available on my Facebook at some point, or might make a slideshow and throw them up on the YouTubes as well. Maybe the Instagrams. Man, it's muddy. It rained the other day. Ugh. There we go. Anyhow, man, back to what I was rambling about. Yes, Fort Ticonderoga, well worth the trip. If you go, I guess about 3 miles or so out of town, cost what was it, $27, cheaper for children, seniors, and such. And if you have AAA, discount on that as well. They have a gift shop, restrooms, food, lots and lots of food. They even have authentic dinners. Heard one of the young men speaking about. And if you actually go up there and do a tutorial or watch the video, I'll probably throw that in the video, where the guy's out front cooking on a mound. Has sort of like a makeshift grill set up. It's really neat how he has it set up. Probably leave most of that in the video. Really not that far off the highway here. So. Oh boy. Not sure what that sound is. Man, I should have brought some off. Okay, take a shower when I get back. So I will warn you, up here in New York, they do have a lot of signs up warning people about ticks and Lyme disease. So keep that in mind. I'm going to be watching, do my due diligence. Yep, this is an in and out trail. Right now we're just going to stick to the left. Really wanted to do Mountain Marcy this trip, but it's not gonna happen. I just don't have the time, since my rental is up in the morning on the camper I'm staying in, and I have to be back in New York City tomorrow evening on my flight out of here, and I gotta be back at work Tuesday morning. I just don't have the time this trip. But I'm hoping I can talk my dad into it. Because long 16-mile hike, and from what I can see on all trails and the Googles and such, and all the pictures from it, it looks quite rewarding at the end of it. This trail is super muddy. I would have brought different shoes if I known it was going to be this bad. These are my hiking slash work slash everything shoes right now. I would have just had to have bought a pair at Walmart last night. Oh yeah, fair warning. If you go to any of the Walmarts around here, maybe it's a New York State thing, not just a Ticonderoga thing, you either purchase a bag or you just don't get a bag for the stuff you buy at the Walmarts here. Guess they're trying to do their part and take care of the environment and or cut back on costs, because that Walmart looked like it was closing. And it was like right next to a Lowe's that had closed. So don't be surprised if one day you come out here to Ticonderoga and there's no Walmart. Hell, I didn't even see a dollar store. Missouri, they're like every 5 miles. Slowdowns are me stopping to check for ticks. Ah. Damn bugs. I really want to see me jump. Throw a snake in the mix. Alright, so I'll throw this around. We're going to do a little bit of FaceTime. So how you folks doing out there? Anything coming behind me? If there is, leave a comment down below so I can see it. And turn around fast enough. Because that's totally how it works. Oh boy. Alright. Probably this Friday, it looks like I may be in Gatlinburg up in the Smoky Mountains doing some hiking with Joe. Probably doing a little bit of the touristy thing. It has been 2 years since my last visit to Gatlinburg. Wednesday, a little bit of time in Chattanooga. And actually probably the rest of the weekend that I'm not in Gatlinburg, I'll be around Chattanooga for the holiday. Okay. There's actually a road that way, less than a mile, So if you get lost, just listen for the sound of the cars. Turn it back around. And yeah, there you go. Yeah, water erosion eventually. This tree, you can actually, if you look up, you can see it's already starting to lean, but eventually that tree is going to topple over completely and be on the trail, much like the ones at Pickle Spring. Some of you might have seen that video, others maybe not. Might have just been a post on the Facebook. I still have some videos that I'm working on that I have yet to publish. I actually still have some footage from Zion I need to go through and throw up. Chop it down, like hours and hours and hours of stuff. There's about 2 hours worth of footage on my YouTube page of us in the Narrows back in September of last year. I mean, it's good quality stuff, but also, who wants to sit through 2 hours of walking through water? Aside from me. Again, leave comments down below. Tell me if you like that kind of stuff, because if you like that kind of stuff, then I'll make more stuff like that. Okay, there's a fence. Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna gain some elevation. What do we got here? Cook's Mountain, 0.9. Elevation gain, 825 feet. Okay. Warning, these are yellow jacket wasps on the trail. Please use caution when stopping along the ridge trail to the summit. If you have an allergy to stings, please make sure you have an EpiPen with you at all times. I do not have an EpiPen, and I am not allergic to them, but let's not get stung by one. Might not be able to make it out in the video, but this is pretty steep. If you have a walking stick or a hiking cane, come in handy right here. I have neither. I'll take a quick look down here in just a second once I get to the top. Or how about that rock? Breathe. Again, like most of my videos, it's just going to be a there, not so much a back. Yeah, we just walked up that. Hiked up that. Okay. Moving on. I'm not going to stop. I need the exercise. I'll be sitting in a car for 5 hours tomorrow. And then on a plane for 3. Yeah. I really couldn't have asked for a better day to do this. I have the sun overhead. It is mid-70s. It is nice and cool. Back in my home state of Missouri, oh, it might be about this temperature, but last week it's been in the hundreds. 100, 105. Kind of miserable in Missouri last week. I think the high for next week is supposed to be in the 80s. I'll take it. But I'm only going to be in Missouri a few days. So there you go. Not really, not even a few days, just a day at the most. Your boy's going to be catching a show in St. Louis Tuesday night. I'll be going to that Breaking Benjamin Disturbed concert. Hollywood Casino, yo! Breaking Ben, one of my favorite bands. I saw them for the first time in 2008. 2/21/2008 in Cape. And that night, on the way home, I met the most beautiful woman I'd ever met. And despite the fact that it did not work out, even as much as I wanted it to, I still think of that woman every day, because I'm still in love with her. But I get it. She's moved on, I've moved on, but you know, if you just happen to be watching this, I still care a lot, and I'd really like to be friends. And yeah, I know I was a real douchebag, especially towards the end, but it's kind of what happens when your world gets crushed and you don't know how to deal with all the emotions that bellow up from that. And that's my fault, and that's on me, so I apologize. Anyway, we're gonna move on to I don't know, better topic, or maybe I'll just breathe and not say anything at all. Okay. My heart is thumping out of my chest right now. Whew. Alright guys, this is really steep here. Alright guys, I stopped for a quick breather and we're going to continue on, same spot. I don't recommend stopping for very long or the bugs will eat you alive. Right. I feel like we're getting close.
Hello.
Howdy.
How are you?
Pretty good. There yet?
About halfway, maybe.
Oh, good.
Patient-wise. You're good there. Just trying to be honest. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, well, enjoy.
Yeah, looks like I'm gonna be earning my dinner tonight. Yeah. Maybe spend a week on a stair climber before coming out of here. Yeah. Feel the burn. I mean, there's a lot to look at. Trees, foliage, plants, insects, if you're into that kind of stuff. I like to come out here, clear my head, keep my mind right. Stay in shape. So reviews I read for this hike said it was steep, but rewarding and well worth it. So that's why we're out here. That's neat. You don't see that every day. Well, I don't see that every day. Man, this is gonna be great going back down. So, while I don't have any earbuds in, I am thinking about that Breaking Benjamin concert. Like I have their songs playing in my head right now. Like, Phobia was a really good album. Have you had enough? Have you had enough? Agree little something or other. Oh boy, around that tree. It's all said and done, I will be the one. Here we go. Thinking when I get back, I'm gonna hit that house of pizza off of Malcolm Street. Okay, it's leveling off a little bit. These black flies. Hey, get away from me. Alright. Well, I may not be halfway there, but the battery on my GoPro sure is, and the other one's dead, so I'm gonna pick up the pace. I'm hoping for a nice view on the other end. Oh boy. I see the mud. Yeah, why not? Let's try the tree. See if it can hold. Shit. Well, I'm muddy now. won't be wearing these shoes to work on Tuesday. Oh, oh boy. Okay. Oh. Well, that young man back there said we were about halfway there. So we're over halfway there now. So, yeah, just over there. Let's go with that. So the one thing I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow morning is the drive through New York, the state itself from one end to the other. What I'm not looking forward to is going through New York City and all that bumper to bumper traffic. And it'll be close to midday on a Monday. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll get lucky and there won't be much traffic. Who knows? Yeah, somebody who lives around here would know. So I would say, or I will say, highly recommend Ticonderoga, New York. Highly recommend a visit to New York City. Do not, in my opinion, live in New York City because it's so damn expensive. It might just be expensive everywhere in the state. This RV for 2 nights was like $300 for a camper. And it's about $150 a day, but yeah, it's really close to Fort Ticonderoga, Star Trek set tour, Lake George, Lake Chaplin, like just perfect. Perfect for the price anyway. So at the time it was the cheapest. That's a pretty long 2 miles. Hell, I saw one that said 2 miles. And then I saw another one that said 3 miles round trip. So I don't know how that works, but okay. I'm gonna say if it's 2 miles there, oh, that looks like a clearing. If it's 2 miles there, then it's gonna be 2 miles back. If you're going the same direction, same trail, or the opposite direction on the same trail. Let me correct myself. But, I think we're getting to something. Got the battery on the GoPro dies, and I'll pull out the old drone or a 360 camera and finish this video out. Vermont view, lake view. Imagine if I get high enough I could see Canada. Okay, I think we're here. Nice little clearing. I'm going to go back on the trail I came. Go up here, we'll take a look around. Straight ahead. Okay, looks pretty like the trail continues on. We're gonna go a little bit farther. And then I'm either gonna end it there or I'll whip out the drone after walking back up here. I have to find a flat surface to launch it. Okay, we are on the Lake George. Good. Actually not good, as we started out on Cook, but one went into the other. I'll check it on my way back. It may have ended at that split, which is fine. So far it's been worth it. I'm not going to walk down the other side of the mountain. wonder what it looks like from here. I go up. Alright guys, I'm gonna take a quick break and yeah. Alright, so we're gonna carry on a little bit farther. This trail actually might end at Lake George. And yeah, I don't think I want to do double the elevation today. But you guys are going to get a nice view of it. That I promise. Because I've already taken it with the drone. Lake George is actually on the other side of those trees. You can't really see it because of the trees, clearly. I'll say this is a nice little hike. Definitely got my heart pumping. If you're doing it for exercise, it's great. If you're doing it for a nice view of the lake, so far I haven't seen it without the drone. There was a small break in the trees, about a half a mile behind me. These trees obstruct most of your view of the lake. Here's a nice little spot. Okay. There's a bench for people like me. Okay. You know what? This is a nice view. I could see coming up here with a girlfriend or a wife or the kids and the family and just chilling for a while, having a picnic. Yeah. It's a nice little spot. You know what else it is? It is a nice little spot to go ahead and end this video. I have been Walter G. I've been your guide on this hike, and yeah, it's a nice little trek up Cook Mountain. So until next time, I'll see you in the next one. You can click one of the links below, and yeah, it's like I never even left. Alright guys, take care, and see all my family and friends soon when I'm back in Missouri. Take care. So now would be the time to slap on your VR headset, hop on that treadmill, and let's pretend that we're going to go on a hike together. Fuck, I look retarded.